Welcome to Houston, Texas and Daikin Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please
just about ready to go, and pitching here today, Framber Valdez. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
All right, ready to get underway. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. And that misses. And we're off and rolling here in Houston.
first pitch, 1 o'clock.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That was pretty nasty. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In for a strike, 0-1. Norby measures 5 feet 10 inches, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
That's a ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one misses. The count now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Gamble snags it for the second out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit, takes ball one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly. And now the Astros go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Sandy Alcantara.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Jose Altuve leading things off and takes a strike.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
0-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Now at the plate, Isaac Paredes. The 0-1. And there's a ball. One out, bases empty. Up and
That's
in, 2-1. That one ripped, but foul.
Come on, Isaac.
And a pitch. That's off the
Full
inside corner. 3-2 now. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Hill hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Let's go, Air Jordan.
Yordan Alvarez at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Struck him out looking. Astros go down 1-2-3. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Houston, now it's the second baseman, Jonah Bride. Valdez back to work. Breaking ball misses down and away. Valdez,
1-0.
multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So up next, Matt Mervis. Outside low, and that is ball 1.
No strikes.
Second inning here, no score. Right through there for a strike. Freddie Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. And now 1-2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And that skips in the dirt. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. Valdez checks over to first, and he's back. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. McCormick makes the catch, and that is that. Marlins lead 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Christian Walker. That one missed. That one way outside. Now 2-0. And that's through there for a strike. That one fouled off. 2-2. Goes down looking. Now the catcher up to hit. Yainer Diaz. To third, Norby. In plenty of time to first. And a couple of quick outs. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Just missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The shortstop takes the ball. That's inside.
That's in.
And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That's in there. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And misses
1-2.
inside. This one in the air right field. Sanchez ranging after it. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. So the Astros lead 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Daikin Park, new inning getting started. And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, catcher, Nick Fortes.
Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins.
Here we go, Astros.
Ground ball, left side, and it goes just foul. Top of the 3rd, no score. That one misses.
Inside.
Ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
And that one is in there, called strike 3. Back to the top of the lineup. And now Xavier Edwards. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The 1-0. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now, Jesus Sanchez. And that's a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Two outs. And that one gets past the catcher. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base, now just 90 feet away.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. McCormick trying to get there. Drops into the glove, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Ben Gamble.
Right fielder, Ben Gamble.
Fought off foul. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Myers. That misses,
1-0.
and that's ball 1. Gamble gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Altuve stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Squirts away a little bit. Man at first, one away. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, two now. That one is upstairs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
.99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Now the number 2 hitter, Isaac Paredes. Fly to center his first time. Strike one. Check swing called strike. And the count is 0-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
That one not close. And that's ball 1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Next offering is downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. One left for Houston. They're down 1-0. And we're back. And now it's going to be Jonah Bride.
Jonah Bride.
First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone.
1-0.
Just missed.
Ball.
Two and 0 the count. Here it comes. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Got him swinging.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. 0 for 1 so far. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. And now the count is even.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
1-2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
So digging in, Dane Myers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Myers, 29 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2017. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that extends the inning.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He'll take those bloop hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
And now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos. That's down and in. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for Miami. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Houston at the plate, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
And that drops in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back there. And it is gone. He'll touch them all. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
And stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. First pitch, and he just misses.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And that one is inside. Alcantara, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And a foul ball. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Pulls that one foul. Off the mark there. And now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Jeremy Pena, the next to hit, walked his first time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That one out to right. Sanchez gets under it. That's out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Chas McCormick getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first, and he held up. Diaz, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that misses. And that's ball 2. Chop to first. Mervis puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Houston, here's the center fielder, Derek Hill. Valdez back to work. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for Miami, Nick Fortes.
One
That
ball,
missed by
no
a
strikes.
lot. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Man, that
1-1.
was pretty gross right there.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That
That
one
missed. That's
misses.
the
Ball three.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And that is out of play.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And ball four, two
Take your
aboard.
base.
That one hurts right there as they couldn't take care of the bottom of the order to start this inning. You turn the lineup over. Now this inning's set up to be something big for this offense.
Edwards in the box now. Take strike one.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And fouled off.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
First and second, one out. Sanchez digs in now. Swing and a ground ball. Finds its way through, base hit. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and it's 3-1.
Back-to-back base hits. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swings through that one for strike two.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Ground ball right side, could be two. One at second to Walker, and that's two. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Astros 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Ben Gamble. There's the strike up high. 0-1.
Well, these Astros need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a ball line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And now here is Jake Myers. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above.
Oh, gets dirty. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Altuve in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Ball one low.
That's a ball.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So up next, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 2 in this one. Outside low, and that is ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And another ball.
2-0.
And there's the strike. Altuve off of first with 2 away. Next offering misses down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So the Astros lead 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Caleb Ort.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And at the plate for Miami, Matt Mervis. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. He's 2 for 2. Very high with that one. And that's ball 1. The Astros have some action in their pen. Luis Contreras appears to be getting loose. King also throwing. And he swings through that one.
1-1.
And that's outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
De Los Santos stands in now and watches strike 1. Two down, nobody on.
No, that missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
And now
That's
2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Just off the inside edge.
2 balls, no strikes.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Just missed.
Here. Full count.
And a base hit up the middle. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Nick Fortes.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's a little high.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Check
Did he
swing.
go?
Now a look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Oh, that hit him. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Astros 1. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He went deep back in the fourth. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
That one fouled off. Inside. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2 is the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here is Christian Walker. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Inside,
1-1.
almost got him. The Astros trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. That's a laser base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at first with 1 gone. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Sanchez gets under it. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Jeremy.
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Miami's bullpen with some action. Anthony Bender up and loosening in the pen. Tinoco getting cranked up as well. Walker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
On the ground to third. They take the force out. That is the inning. 1 left for Houston. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Luis Contreras.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order now. And the batter now, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 3. Strike one. Contreras, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Swings and misses. 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Takes it himself. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, third baseman,
Connor Norby will hit next. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Oh, great stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Popped in the air, left field, makes the grab on the run. And that is that. New pitcher for the Marlins, Anthony Bender.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
McCormick leading things off and takes a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Next offering is outside. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Chas McCormick muscles one out. It's 3-2.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
Ben Gamble now at the plate. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball popped up. Mervis on the move. Brings it in. And there's one down. And now the center fielder, Jake Myers. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Out to short, Edwards. Yet he beats the throw. He's safe.
Oh, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
Now a chance for Isaac Paredes. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch misses.
But with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Right through there for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
That one missed.
Hey! 2-2.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Astros claw back a bit on this solo homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jonah Bride. 0 for 3 in this one. Contreras back to work. Outside low. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Brian Abreu up and throwing. Scott getting loose as well. And there's a ball.
2-0.
Here we go, Astros.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That catches the corner.
2-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now it's 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Nobody out, runner at first. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 2-0. On the ground left side, 6. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So digging in, Dane Myers. Missed with a changeup. Ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Way high.
Ball.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the eighth. Smoked on the ground a second. Over to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And now the DH, Davison De Los Santos. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And delivers outside.
One ball, one strike.
And that's outside.
Outside.
And it's 2-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Two outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Astros 2. The left-hander on now, Andrew Nardi.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. Slider misses outside. Swings through that.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right?
1-1.
Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
He was all over that one. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
No outs, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. And a strike. And that one moves his feet. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom half of the eighth inning.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Runner at first with no outs here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. There's a strike. One-run game, one out, one on. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 away now. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Andrew Nardi done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Calvin Fauché.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And that's in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Called out on strikes. Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Ryan Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in, Derek Hill. And a pitch. And ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Hernandez also getting ready. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
1-1.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that drops in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher, Nick
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Trying to move him over here. Bare hands it. Tough play. Got him. Nice play.
You know, I think barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It takes tremendous body control to bend down there, pick it up, and then get into a position to make a quick, accurate throw to first. It all happens in the blink of an eye. It's like a magic trick, but there's a lot that goes into it.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. Outside low, 1-0.
1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. On the ground, right side, Altuve. Throw to first in time.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing, almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
Norby in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Foul ball there. Two outs. That one is absolutely belted. He dives, but he can't make the catch. In to score is the runner from third, and they take a 2-run lead in the ninth.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground. And that is that. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. So digging in, Chas McCormick. He's already homered in this game. Off the mark there, and that is ball one. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a little bit low. And now it's filled up.
Full count.
Nice grab. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder.
He's 2 outs away. Ben Gamel digs in now. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1.
Left field, Myers. 2 down. Astros down to their last out. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. And the
1-0.
first offering is not close. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike. And a curve misses outside. The 2-1 is high.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run and the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
One strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.